But a team of doctors from Australia were left stunned when they spotted something alive and wriggling inside the head of a patient. The woman had been suffering a whole host of symptoms, but no one could have thought that they were caused by an 8-centimetre worm. Nick Wallace takes up the story.
8 centimetres long, red and pulled alive from an Australian woman's brain.
I dissected around the abnormal area that you could see on the scan. I thought, gosh, that feels funny. You couldn't see anything more abnormal. And then I was able to really feel something separate. I took my tweezers or my tumour holding forceps and I pulled it out and I thought, gosh, what is that? It's moving, take it out of my hands.
The patient, who hasn't been identified, had been complaining of diarrhoea, fever and night sweats for 2 years. In the last 12 months, that escalated to forgetfulness and depression. After seeing the brain scan, Dr. Bandy went in to have a look.
It was definitely not what we were expecting. Everyone was shocked, and the worm that we found was happily moving quite vigorously outside of the brain.
Carpet pythons are the usual host for this type of worm. These snakes are largely harmless to humans, though this huge specimen recently captured on camera shows just how big they can grow. The worm's eggs can be found in python feces, and it's thought the woman may have inadvertently consumed the parasite's eggs on food she'd foraged.
For many months she'd been really struggling, and it was really courageous of her to come and have further testing after not having answers for so very long. But she did really well for knowing what was actually causing all her trouble and then having now treatment for what was causing the trouble.
It's the first time in medical history a parasite of this kind has been found inside a human being. Nick Wallace, ITV News.
You couldn't make it up, could you? You know it's spectacular when even a neurosurgeon is surprised.